Guys, we're coming to you live with Adam Mantequilla Lopez, and we're going to talk about the future, if he has one, in boxing, of Teofimo Lopez. Did Bob Arum finally have enough, and is he being put on ice? All that and more on the latest edition of War a Week Boxing.
Affordable Dentures proudly presents Adam Mantequilla Lopez.
Guys, good evening. Welcome. Happy Monday evening to all of you guys. I tell you what, this wouldn't be an episode of War a Week Boxing on a Monday night. And guys, you know, usually if this were a couple months ago, we'd be featuring Rick Glazier on Monday nights. But, you know, he wanted to take some time off, and we're going to let him because I don't want anyone to ask about his recent run-in with journalist Keith Idek. And he doesn't want to be asked any questions about that either. And so we're going to respect his decision. But guys, this is no one's replacement, no one's second fiddle. And I'm referring to the always entertaining Adam Mantequilla Lopez. Adam, how are you, brother?
What's going on, guys?
Oh, I tell you what, man. Another day, another dollar. How do you like that?
Yes.
But guys, you know what? We're going to start off talking about your favorite fighter, Devin the Dream Haney. How do you like that? Well, take your pick. Would you rather talk about Martin Bakole and him being the most avoided man in the heavyweight division? Once again, there are no boogeymen in this business. Adam, what do we like to say on this show? There are no boogeymen, just non-ticket sellers, right?
Yes.
And that's Martin Bakole. But in his case, yeah, man, I would stay far away from that guy if I didn't have to fight him. So that just shows you. We'll start off with Martin Bakole, right?
Yeah, let's do that.
This is one bad dude.
Yes, I love Martin Bakole. He's a good heavyweight.
Yeah, dude. Well, you know, he's a tale of two heavyweights. Mm-hmm. If he comes in at over 300 pounds, I don't like his chances against the top guys in the top 10. I really don't. Because then he turns into a African Zhilei Zhang, right? Where he's great for 6 rounds, but if you can take him into the back half, then he runs the risk of running out of gas. And yeah, you can win a decision almost by default, like a la Joseph Parker did last year against Zhilei Zhang. Now, I know Joseph Parker's getting a lot of credit for just outlasting Zhilei Zhang, but did he really beat him? He got knocked down twice in that fight.
Yeah.
And he wins a decision.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's a very dubious victory, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like what the kind of things you kind of expect from Joseph Parker, to be honest. He pulls out decisions, even though he doesn't look good. But what do you call it? He's probably boxing's biggest overachiever.
Yeah,
you think that's probably him.
Well, look, he's an overachiever. If you think beating a shot Deontay Wilder and a 6-round fighter just merely outlasting him, if that's overachieving, I mean, because really, what did he do?
What? Oh, but before that, he had a big upset win. Who was it? I remember he beat. I think he was the first one to beat Andy Ruiz, wasn't he?
Dude, he lost that fight, in my opinion. He won it.
Yeah, and guess what? This guy, he's a cat. He's an overachiever. Like he has 9 lives. If somebody's gonna get the benefit of a doubt, it's gonna be him.
What I want to know is why.
I have no idea. He's got no self value or anything. He just ends up being the luckiest guy. Like that's why I said he's like boxing's biggest overachiever. Like you don't really think much of him, but yet a lot of good things happen to the guy. The Lord is on his side. Let's be honest.
Well, yeah. Chingao, man.
He's coming out with W's when he should be.
Wait, what'd you say, brother?
He's coming out with W's when he shouldn't.
Well, that's why I'm saying I don't know if he could continue this streak. Against a guy like, who's brimming with confidence right now, Daniel Dubois. Like,
Yeah,
look at his victories and his path of progress compared to Joseph Parker, who once again is his hot streak is beating a shot, gun-shy, chinny version of Deontay Wilder. And then he gets knocked down twice and merely makes it to the finish line and throws more punches than a guy who doesn't throw punches in the last 4 rounds of their fight together. And that's his hot streak?
He ends up winning, dude. He ends up coming. I don't know if he's what do you call it? An enigma? Is that the right word to use?
Enigma?
Yeah.
No, I think he's just lucky.
Yeah.
Overachieving isn't the right description. Overachieving is just
I don't know.
This is being at the right place at the right time.
But he's in the right place at the right time, like consistently.
Oh, well, okay, we'll see.
I don't know.
Well, look, dude, hold on. We'll rekindle this conversation in a second. Let's say hello to our dear friends of that. G Funky. How you doing, my friend? I tell you what, and I sound like a rock DJ right now because the cold weather and my allergies are kicking my ass. But so I'm gonna say coming up next on 995 Kiss, it's Foreigner. You're as cold as ice. Yeah, there it is. And Jesus M. Good to see you, my friend. Saludos to you, brother. And you know what? I'm wondering how the hell can we watch this fight? It's on DAZN, but what time is it going to air? And it's on the 8th, correct? If it's on the 8th, we'll show it. I just need to find out what time. But yeah, well, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm really interested in this fight. David Naika, I think, is too green for a guy like Jai Opetaia. But you know what? David Naika can punch. He can punch, and he believes in himself. But we'll see if he can handle the adversity that he's ultimately going to face against a stud like Jai Opetaia.
Where's this guy from?
He's from New Zealand.
Dude, we got to get some Americans in there, man.
Well, you know what? If they quit pricing themselves out, thinking they're hot shit, maybe we would.
Yeah, I'm so sick of these weird names.
Jai Opetaia?
Yeah.
Well, weird. I'm sure Mantequilla Lopez sounds weird to him. Tough guy. You're hilarious, Adam. I love you, man. That's so funny. Weird names. Jai Opetaia, David Naika.
Yeah. Weird fuck. Where's the Deontay Wilder? Where's that? I want that.
Deontay. That's a common name. Yeah.
It's a common American name.
Well, yeah.
In America, you hear a lot of names like that. You
Have
go,
you
oh,
ever heard
that's
of a Jew
regular.
named Deontay?
Yeah, you go down the block on the east side, you're gonna hit a Deontay.
Well, have you heard a Mexicano name? Well, you live on the east side, don't you?
Yeah, I used to live there. I used to live for like 10 years, dude. No,
That's
15.
right. That's right. Well, yeah, you would know then.
Yeah.
Man, you went to East Terrace Hills, sucker.
Yeah. Shit. I know what I'm thinking too.
That is a wonderful Canadian accent you're using right now. So, yeah. So, guys, so where were we? Martin Bacoli, guys. This is the most avoided. He may be the most avoided fighter in boxing at this time. Where Turki Al-Sheikh, he's got the money to pair him up against anyone, and no one seems to be willing to sign on the dotted line. The only promoter, and this shows you what top rank, what they think of Effie Ajagba. Because, dude, they're selling him out to dry. They're putting that big stiff in against Martin Bacoli.
Yeah. I guess like Jagba, he's already hit his ceiling, correct?
Effie Ajagba?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll say, man. Ever since, has he gotten any better since leaving Ronnie Shields?
No, he's not.
No.
Where did he go again? Vegas, right?
Yeah, he's training with Ismail Salas.
That's where it was. Yeah. Yeah, no, dude, the ceiling. And fucking, who was the fight where he lost?
Effie Ajagba?
Yeah, didn't he lose?
No, I don't think he's lost. Oh, he lost to Frank Sanchez. Yes.
Yeah, that's where it was. And
boy, and that was a snooze fest, dude.
Frank Sanchez is a fucking snore fest, right? That guy is so anticlimactic.
Well, look, man, and also, dude, he looked like, dude. That's why I really want to see a Jit Caballel versus Zhilei Zhang fight next month on the 22nd, because, dude, a Jit Caballel looks like a wrecking machine. He just tore through Frank Sanchez like a hot knife through butter.
Frank Sanchez, that old fuck, dude. Yeah, no, I was never a big Frank Sanchez fan. Like, oh wow, he's training with Canelo. Everybody's like, oh, he's Cuban and he's training with Canelo. Oh, he's gonna be great. And he just like you watch, and he's just super basic and not explosive, nothing. And everybody's like, oh, he's good. He's Cuban and he's training with Canelo. I was like, nah, dude, not even.
Yeah. Well, to answer your question though, Jesus, I'll find the exact time and we'll go live to cover the Jai Opetaia fight against David Naika. I'm really looking forward to that matchup, and it's a nice way to kick off the new year. Like, I wasn't expecting this event, and just out of nowhere, it just fell out of the sky, and hey, I'll take it. Happy New Year, guys. Yeah, and look, we've got a lot to talk about, guys. I'll tell you what, I want to say hello to our dear friend Ryan. God bless you, my friend. And yeah, Adam Lopez, much respect. Tell you what, man, that's my brother Ryan from Boxing Gems. Guys, if you haven't already, please go subscribe to my brother Ryan. He does great work on Boxing Gems. And guys, I'm featuring his latest analysis on Dave Morrell versus David Benavidez. And it's quite insightful, guys. And so look for that. That's going to be on Boxing Scene. And it's going to be in my latest odds article. It should be published. I've already sent it to him. It should be published tomorrow evening is what they told me.
All right.
So, guys, look for that. And if you haven't already, go subscribe to my brother Ryan's Boxing Gems Film Study. And don't be shy. Sign up for a membership and subscribe to their Patreon page. That's where the real magic happens, guys. And trust me, you'll learn an awful lot on his channel. All right. Yeah, I said it. There it is. So I tell you what, let's go to you know what I feel like?
What?
You know what I feel like, brother? I feel like doing this.
Maybe, just maybe, it's time for Rick Glazer's Twitter watch. Bang!
Oh boy. And so this is the latest on Rick Glazier's Twitter watch, right?
Hmm?
And and he talks about this. He actually stated, now I'm not going to put this on the screen, right? But I'm just going to read it. And this was a tweet from Rick Glazier 13 hours ago on his account. He said this: as good a fighter as Martin Bakole is, he can't sell a ticket in the UK, and his ratings on Sky TV are poor. That's why his own promoter, Boxer, uses Bakole so infrequently. Remember, Bakole's biggest win was versus Jared Anderson, and that came from Turki Al-Sheikh's money. #boxing. Look, this is a problem for Martin Bakole, because not only does he not align himself with an influential promoter who has a ton of TV dates, but no one wants to fight him because he couldn't sell out my living room on a Saturday night.
Very true.
That's not good, Adam. What's going to happen? And is this one of the biggest problems in the sport today? Because I'm bloody sick of this.
Yeah, I mean, Rick's not wrong, because I mean, look at Martin Bakole is what? He's from Ghana, or he's from an African country, correct? And he's training with the Scots.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah, he's training with the Scots. So I mean, he's a man with no country, really. Because I mean, as much as you love him, Africans don't really have a big fan base. I mean, you only got a couple guys that did have a big fan base from Africa. Usually the Ghanans. The Ghanans are the best fighters from Africa, and you got him, I guess, from an African country. I'm not quite sure, and he's trained with the Scots, so he's a man with no country. And so even though the Scots and the UK love their fighters, he's technically not one of them. So there's no reason for them to back him up. So he doesn't have the backing that the fans. He doesn't have the fan base that you would want. He's a great fighter. He's a dangerous heavyweight, but he's a man with no country too.
Yeah, I tell you what. And obviously we saw him last in the ring this past June, was it? Or was it July? It was sometime in the summer where he beat the living snot out of Jared Anderson, who is just slated to be on the undercard of Keyshawn Davis versus goodness, what is his name, dude? What is his name?
You just said it.
My word, I just said it.
Yeah.
Chingao, man. I swear, dude, getting old sucks. It's the Marios Colias on the Davis Branchik undercard. Yes. Valentine's Day, right? And I tell you what, man, and look, it's bad when Jared Anderson is, coming back before Martin Bakole.
Yeah, because I mean, he should take a long time off.
Yeah, honestly, dude, I don't think after that train wreck, you have to be a very special fighter to come back from that.
Yeah, the only guys that I've seen to come back from that and looked sensational was
Vladimir Klitschko,
Miguel Cotto.
When did Miguel Cotto get wrecked and then like? I can't remember him getting blown out like that. Like, think about this. That wasn't even competitive. That was like a Tim Tszyu train wreck.
Margarito.
Oh, no. He was beating Margarito for the first half of the fight.
Margarito then he got fucking.
Oh, that was hard to watch, and that was the one where Jim Lampley started crying, right?
He got destroyed, and then he comes to find out that the guy was cheating, and then heads a renaissance phase and does spectacular at 160. So he's the only guy to really come back from getting destroyed like that. And
I understand what you're saying, and then win a title at 54.
Yes.
And then win a title at 60. Got it.
And he arguably did better at 60 than he did at 54.
Yeah, Loss. Hello, welcome to the show, sir. And yeah, we're getting senile, Joe. Yep. You know what? Once again, dude, that's the first thing. Or well, you know what? Yeah, the first thing to go is your brain, man. Yeah. Look, Martin 9400. Welcome to the show, sir. He's got the beat. Margarita versus Cotto was competitive until the 9th or the 10th. Yep.
Very true. But you could
It's
slowly see him get beat down.
Yeah. Oh boy. I tell you what, yeah, Lois, it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating.
Cotto was yeah, very true.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. But I will say this though, he was never demolished like Vladimir Klitschko, Jared Anderson, Tim Tszyu. Like when you go back and look at the Vladimir Klitschko fight with Corey Sanders in Germany, right?
Two rounds, right?
Yeah, the 2-round demolition. Corey Sanders just whooped his ass. And in the heavyweight division, when does that happen? When you get annihilated and then come back? The only one I can think of who came back to win a title, but he just learned how to survive and stink out the joint was the Huggy Man, John Ruiz, after getting blown out within a minute by David Tua.
That's good. Yeah. I mean,
he comes back to hug his way. And well, come to think of it, that's what Vladimir Klitschko did too.
Yeah. He jabbed and hugged his whole way. Because
wait a minute, are we going to see Jared Anderson turn into the Huggy Man Part 3?
I don't think he has the power or the boxing to do that, or the size. I think he's going to.
Oh, man. You know what, dude? I'm going to write an article about that.
Yeah.
I think we're the first ones to point that out. Look, the only two guys in the heavyweight division in recent memory to come back after a complete annihilation, a wash, a humiliating ass woman on the big stage are those two guys that go on and win a title. John Ruiz and Vladimir Klitschko. And they both came back adopting that same stinky style.
Yeah.
Dude, is Jared Anderson going to do the same thing? I hope not, because that is god awful for the paying customer. That is like, if you go back and watch Vladimir Klitschko versus Alexander Povetkin, that is an absolute stinker and an unwatchable fight. It looks like I'm watching WrestleMania 3 and 4.
Without the storylines.
Yeah, without the fun.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bad. That was an unwatchable fight between Vladimir Klitschko and Alexander Povetkin, and all thanks to your favorite referee, Luis Pavon. Boy, he's terrible. Absolutely terrible, guys. But, guys, we're 22 minutes in. Let's go to our main event of the evening. Teofimo Lopez on ice. And no, I'm not talking about a skating show on Broadway. Let's look at the news, right?
Okay.
Oh boy, man. This is bad. This is bad. So Teofimo Lopez just posted on one of his social media accounts that he was complaining, and once again, this is the immaturity and the reason why I think, now I haven't confirmed this yet, and I'm going to confirm this in the morning. I'm going to make some calls, but he went on social media to complain about Top Rank saying that he's too expensive for them. And he's blaming and throwing under the bus publicly Todd Dubois, Bob Arum's son-in-law. Yes. Wow. And he says, oh, man, Dad Dubois, he hasn't liked me and my dad since 2018. That's why we're not getting the important matches that we want. Dude, this guy is delusional. And in my opinion, because now they're talking about Elvis Rodriguez getting the Subriel Matias fight. Okay, so now he talked his way and negotiated his way out of a huge fight with Jaron Boots Ennis. And now he's talked his way, seemingly, out of a fight against Subriel Matias.
Wow.
Both
really?
Great fights, and he's not getting any part of that. Because this guy's as delusional as Terrence Crawford at this time. Is he getting... So, Adam, I'm going to ask you, because you knew both of these guys. Is he getting from Top Rank the Mikey Garcia and the Omar Henry treatment. Has Bob Arum finally had enough with Teofimo Lopez Jr. and Sr.?
Wow. Probably, man. I mean, he needs to fight, and I mean, he's out in the ring. He's a very very good fighter when he wants to be, and he wants to prove a point. He's spectacular, but I mean, these outside things is just ruining everything. I mean, pricing yourself out of a fight. I mean, you last time I seen him fight was what, last year? He fought Steve Claggett, and that
Yeah, and
was
then before that, stunk out the joint Super Bowl weekend against Jermaine Ortiz.
oh yeah, that one. Jermaine Ortiz. That was a really bad fight.
Yep. And look, I thought he was making a comeback. Oh, the kid is back. Josh Taylor finally putting it together again. And it's like, come on, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, and keep in mind, and before those two fights, before that fight with Josh Taylor, he stunk out the joint again with Sandor Martin.
Oh yeah, that was a really hard fight. But yeah, because when he fought Josh Taylor, I was like, he had that meltdown. He's talking about his wife. He had the meltdown, and I was like, "Whoa, this is one of the craziest things." This guy's saying all this crazy shit. He's acting unhinged. This is right up my alley. I'm like, I'm a fan now. I'm like, this guy is just saying the craziest shit. He's saying he's saying some shit that you probably shouldn't say in boxing, and he's saying it on ESPN, the biggest platform. And his dad is telling him, "Shut the fuck up. You don't need to be saying that on TV." And he's just like, "Say it." And he's spazzing out on TV, and then you think it's gonna be a train wreck. You think he's just not in the, and he goes out and gives out one of the best performances ever. I I I I sincerely believe that fight where he fight Josh Taylor was one of his best performances, if not like one of the best performances I've ever seen. A guy like really like just fight down his mouthpiece.
Yeah, $5 for like 5 10.
Yeah, I thought it was tremendous.
Yeah.
I thought it was tremendous, man. And once again, everyone was picking Josh Taylor to whoop his ass and send him into retirement.
Yeah, because
And the only guy who picked Teofimo Lopez was, guess who? James Gogi.
Billy,
Well, that's a shocker, huh?
an unhinged guy picked an unhinged guy. I would not doubt that.
Well, takes one to know one, Adam.
Oh man,
I love it. I love it, dude. Oh, Chingo. I tell you what. Look, honestly, Adam, I say good riddance to bad rubbish. And look, I'm blaming his old lady, and you brought it up.
Yeah,
Because let's just face it, Devin Haney, according to rumor, right? And I've never verified this, and I don't care to.
yeah.
But I'll just say this, it makes perfect sense. Devin Haney, who we're going to talk about in a bit, because he's announced his comeback. Oh boy. And we have to talk about that. But Devin Haney, apparently, he was having marital issues with that floozy who, well, cheated on him with Young Thug. Right?
Yep.
And so look at his career since then. He's become unhinged too.
Yeah, dude, that's it is.
I'm telling you, dude, that Jezebel spirit is alive and well in America, in American society.
Pussy does that to you, dude. Fucking it fucking threw me for a loop in like 2015. It kind of fucked me up. But I mean, it's one of the greatest motivators and greatest detractors of man. Let's be honest.
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't think how tough and how badass you think you are. It will turn you into a groveling, just blubbering banocha
Yes.
if you allow it.
Yes, it will. It would definitely do that. Like the old saying goes, fucking A cunt hair can fucking make a man pull a locomotive over a mountain.
You know what, brother? I've never heard that saying, and I'm not going to repeat it.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So, and you knew, and rest in peace, Omar Henry. We both knew Omar Henry.
Yeah.
And he was kind of the same.
Yeah. When we were discussing this earlier when you brought him up, and Omar Henry was actually the first social media boxer. I don't know if a lot of people remember. I know a lot. If you mention this to any of the Houston guys, and Texas guys, they will definitely vouch and say, yes, 1,000%. Omar Henry was the first social media boxer. He was. And, I mean, he got, what do you call it? He got shelved, too, by Top Rank. He got signed by Top Rank kind of early on. I think he was managed by,
Mike Miller?
Jay Johns, and I think Cameron Duncan had a piece of him, too.
Oh, you're right. Jay Johns from Houston, Texas. Love that dude, man. I really like Jay. He's a good guy.
Jay Johns also managed Regis
Prograis. Yep. And several other very good fighters out of Houston, Texas. But look, the common thread here is Omar Henry was also a loose cannon, a pain in the ass, really talented, athletically gifted fighter with heavy hands. I think he never lost, and when he retired, and he had a perfect knockout ratio, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was always good with club fighters and good. He would look sensational against them. But I mean, we saw him spar against Floyd. That was one of Floyd's first actual sparring sessions that he put out on the internet.
Hold on, man. Before we move forward, I need to say hello to a dear friend of mine, my brother in Christ, Big Luke. How you doing, my friend? Now from Pennsylvania. Good move, brother. Good move. He's smart. He's one of the smartest guys I know because he moved from New York State, the Empire State, to Pennsylvania. That's a smart man right there, don't you think, Adam?
I think so.
Yeah. He says, Adam, when's that Kenyan dude coming on? I tell you what.
Never.
Yeah. You don't say, Adam. You don't say.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
Oh my god. We just had to do it.
And then he says, boy, Cotto versus Cheeto 2 was sweet, sweet revenge. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And he also says, hey, why not? Battle of the Unhinged on BLK Prime, Haney versus Lopez.
Yeah, that would be great.
Well, see, here's the problem, though. When you're on ice, guess what? Until your contract is up, you can't do shit. They just put his ass on the shelf. You can't negotiate with anyone else unless someone elects to buy out his contract. He's stuck. He's stuck in idle. That's not a good place to be if you're a professional fighter and you spend money like Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the thing about it is I feel like there's no thing as really as being on the shelf. It's just you got to make better decisions. You got to be like, you got to talk to Bob. You got to talk to the promoter and be like, dude, I know you're going to shelf you guys are trying to shelf me, but it makes sense. I will definitely take less money. Let's get this fight going.
Okay, so G Funky was kind enough to send me the actual comment from Teofimo Lopez on his Twitter page, right? And this is what he said. And oh boy, this may be one of the dumbest cats I've ever known in boxing. And Adam, that's saying an awful lot. You know, dude. You know the brotherhood. And he says this, man, I'm too expensive for Top Rank. But the truth is that Todd Dubois is the issue here. He hasn't liked me or my father since I started the takeover, established in 2018, and probably beforehand. Now he is the chairman of Top Rank. So people do the math. By law, I have freedom of speech, #boxing. And, well, you know what? You do have freedom of speech. But be prepared to take the consequences when you see what comes after your uniquely ignorant diatribe on Twitter. Because if he is asking for it, he just got it. He's been put on the shelf, and I'm going to verify that tomorrow morning. How do you like that?
Go for it.
Oh, boy. I tell you what, man. So, hey, Teofimo, real man of genius. Sucks to be you, brother. You are now on the shelf. Boy, tell you what, right around Christmas time, too. Dumbass on the shelf. There you go. Ching-gao, man. It really makes me mad. Because honestly, man, this guy could have been one of the biggest stars in boxing. All the talent in the world, very charismatic in front of the mic. Everyone loved him initially until he beat that, became undisputed, and then he became an ass. Am I leaving anything out there?
No, you're not.
And once again, I'm going to hang this. And look, because I love Teofimo and I want to see him do well, I'm going to blame him. I'm going to blame this all on his ex-wife. She's the cause of this. Ever since she started stepping out on him and keeping his son from him, he just became unhinged.
Yeah, I like it though. I like unhinged Teofimo.
Well, it'd be nice if he actually fought.
So good. It's so entertaining.
Oh, Ching-gao.
Crazy.
And we want to thank, Big Luke. Yes, I love that Kenyan guy too, man. Thank you for hanging with us. I love you, brother. And JD Spades is lurking. Welcome to those. He says, a sea hare can do what? Yeah, that's what I said. Sal's Blog Talk. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here in the chat. And he says, hey, fellow salute. Am I missing something, or is Teofimo just being ignorant and against being the bigger person and negotiating a buyout himself or a third? Look, who's going to want to deal with that pain in the ass? And it's going to cost millions to get him out of his contract. No one is going to. He is right there with the do not touch sign with Devin Haney. Two guys who were considered two of the four kings at lightweight, and now their careers, respectively, are in shambles.
Yeah.
Once again, am I forgetting anything there, Adam?
No, you're not. Like, if you look at everything, there was a four kings. There was Teofimo, Devin Haney, Lomachenko, Tank Davis. If you're really looking at it, well, Tank Davis is still very relevant and undefeated. If you're really looking at it, Lomachenko really made out like a bandit, like in that thing, because his legacy is untarnished. He's fought everybody in the division except the guys that didn't want to fight him, and he just said, "You know what? I don't need it anymore." And they just
yeah. You know what? When you think about it, Lomachenko has come out of this smelling like a rose.
Yes,
and the last two guys to defeat him are in they're stuck in the gulag.
Yeah. He's essentially been in retirement light right now. And everybody kind of wants him to come back, but then at the same time they're expecting to retire and accepting it that he's going to retire.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, well, he's done about everything. He's just short of being undisputed, which he should have been like 2 times.
Yeah. Oh boy. I'll tell you what, man.
But
so I tell you what, guys,
doesn't care.
I don't see this ending well though for Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah.
I don't see it ending well.
Yeah.
Like, once again, and even if he does, like, I think his contract is up in 2026. They signed an extension. And I think it's up next year in 2026. But then what? Is it just like Devin Haney? Is anyone going to want to work with him?
I think people still want to work with Teofimo. I think no one will work with Devin Haney because of the outside legal things that he's doing. That is just diabolical, and that's just dead wrong. The worst thing a boxing promoter wants to see is a lawyer, is a courtroom. He doesn't want to see the inside of a courtroom. That's the worst thing he wants to see. And if you're to have ties to go into court for fights, yeah, no, you're the last person I want to work with.
Yeah, honestly, brother, I think we may have seen the last of Teofimo Lopez in the ring. Like, honestly, dude, I could see him retiring. I could totally see that.
Yeah, that's sad. He was in San Antonio, and he was in San Antonio like a couple months ago. Bro, he was so nice. He was nice to me. He was nice to my wife. He was nice to all the fans. Fucking everybody was just coming up to him, and he was just like, "Yeah, take a picture." He was class act, dude.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying it really drives me up the wall.
Yeah,
and this all could be prevented if he had an advisor that could actually talk some sense into him. Someone who actually knows the business,
yeah,
and could actually advise him properly. And guess what? I'm not outrageously priced. He could call me up, and I could put him on the right track.
Yeah, but what doesn't he have? McWaters? Doesn't he have fucking split team management helping him out? What's up with that?
Oh, I know.
They're one of the best.
Know.
Got a lot of guys.
Yeah, they've got a lot of guys, a lot of talent, but well, the same could be said for Top Rank. They're the best in the business, and they can't handle this guy. Yeah, it's him. And yes, I'm blaming it on his old lady. And Off the Ropes Boxing, welcome to the show, sir. Good to see you, man. He said they're back together. I've seen them together at the Marriott in Phoenix for the Navarrete Valdez rematch.
That's probably why he wants so much money. He has to recoup all the lawyer fees that he paid, all the child support. Now he's back with her, so now he's got to pay for her too. So he's like, "Fuck, dude, I gotta get a quick $1 million real quick."
Yeah, I tell you what, this is a bad dilemma, and a terrible situation for Teofimo Lopez, a guy who had so much promise. And his future looked brighter than the sun. And now look. Well, this is what happens, though. We reap what we sow in this business. And that's life in a nutshell, brother. That's life in the big city, guys. And hey, want to give a big shout out to my brother in Christ, Alberto. Great to see you, my friend.
Hey. Hope
you're doing well, brother. Happy New Year to you, too. And yes, thank you for joining us live, my friend. I want to give a big shout out to our brother El Pinche as well. Good to see you, my friend. Also, my brother Hawker Mustang. Good to see you here on the chat, man. Look, so guys, I guess this is, Teofimo Jr. is so cool and he's so charismatic to talk to, right?
Yeah, he's a fucking cool guy.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, he doesn't
act. Like, look, he doesn't. Devin Haney has a personality of a stick, and he's kind of an asshole.
Yeah,
he is the exact opposite of Teofimo, or Teofimo's the exact opposite of Devin Haney.
Yeah,
he's an easy guy to talk to and a fun guy. He's an easy guy to like.
And other people.
Oh man, it's really frustrating. And honestly, yeah, I can see him. Not the cancer, of course. God rest his soul, Omar Henry. But I can see him going the same route as Mikey Garcia and Omar Henry, where someone's going to have to buy him out of his contract. Or he's just going to ride off into the sunset and retire.
Yeah.
This is not a good situation for Teofimo Lopez. And he's not helping any by talking so much crap on his Twitter page.
Yeah.
This is terrible. Like, this is a terrible situation. But look, hey, let's move from one terrible situation to another. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Now, this is not terrible fan takes. This is terrible. Well, I guess kind of, but we're going to play it again. By popular demand, guys, it's back.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
Oh, boy. Now,
Yeah.
this isn't a fan take, but it might as well be, because this is a terrible move by Devin Haney and
Yeah.
Bill Haney.
Right.
Like, look, instead of humbling yourself and fighting for your realistic market value, they want to try to prove a point that they're worth more than what they're currently being offered by every promoter in boxing. And how's this going to end? Because they just announced that in March, they're going to be fighting on BLK Prime, more than likely against Blair the Flair Cobbs or Adrian Broner. Take your pick. Both fights suck.
Yeah. I would rather see him fight Adrian Broner because I'd rather have Adrian Broner get the money because he needs it.
Well, look, that doesn't make very much sense unless Devin Haney's self-esteem is really that low. Because, I'm sorry, Adrian Broner shot, and we all saw that, and Blair the Flair Cobbs beat his ass and made it look easy. Think about it. In that 10-round farce.
He lost a tooth, right?
Yeah, he lost a tooth. How many rounds did you give Adrian Broner?
None.
We called that fight together, didn't we, Adam?
Yeah, I think we did.
And I gave him maybe one round, and I was being nice.
Hey, you just didn't throw punches.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you're a shot fighter. Can't pull the trigger. And so why would you fight Adrian Broner? See, I think it's going to be Blair the Flair Cobbs because let's just face it. You're talking about two guys who their demand is at an all-time low, and both still think that they're worth millions in Adrian Broner and Devin Haney. Well, how much is that pay-per-view going to be on BLK Prime? $100?
Should be like $15.
Chingo, man.
What?
Oh, wait a minute. El Pinche says, hey, man, any thoughts on Gervonta Davis apparently transitioning into a female?
Yeah.
No, I thought he was just, that's pretty funny, Pinche. But no, I thought he was just adopting the same haircut as Cat Williams.
Yeah. What was that? Why did he do that? He was just going to face.
Man, it's a weave, dog. Hey, man, he's got a weave, sucker.
That shit was crazy. He looked like he'd be in Nirvana.
Oh, Chingao, man. Well, maybe he's just trying to look like Cat Williams. What you think, dog?
He was wearing some crazy shit too. He was like dressed like Prince. He was wearing like a sheer shirt and fucking.
Well, you know what? Maybe he is turned into an anal pirate. Who knows, dude? That's disgusting, man. Gosh.
Out of the four kings of the lightweight division, Lomachenko made it out like made it. What'd you say? He made it out like. He just made out like a bandit in that. He didn't transition into a woman.
No. He didn't transition into a woman. Well, no, I think Tank has become the bandit, if you know what I mean.
The booty bandit?
Dude, yeah, Ching out, dude. That's just bad.
And the Tank Davis.
Oh my gosh, Tank Davis.
That's crazy.
Do you think he picked up that trend while he was in the Who's Gal?
That's crazy, dude. I don't know why he did that. He needs to address it.
Well, I need to address it, or is he wearing a dress? What did you just say?
Yeah, he needs to address it, dude.
Oh, Chingao. Is that why he really wants to retire?
Yeah.
Or is he just going to transition and come back fighting Iman Khalid?
Oh, I'd love that. I'd love that.
Oh, Chingao. Guys, let's get back to the real story, which is Devin Haney going to officially tank his career. No pun intended. He's officially going to tank his career on BLK Prime in March when he sells as many pay-per-views as Clarissa Shields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch that fight.
Oh boy, Sugar in the Tank Davis. That's pretty witty, man. That's pretty good, G Funky. And man, he's got sugar in his tank, dude. Oh, maybe he wants to be. You know what? There's nothing wrong with 80s glam rock, Bean Chip. Take that back. Take that back, brother, because right now I'm in a White Snake tribute band. Oh, and by the way, we're going to be playing in February, brother. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know when the posters come out. I'll send you one.
Hank Davis is gonna have his own fucking band called Black Snake.
Dude, that is so gay, dude. Oh my gosh, you didn't go there, brother. That is terrible. Wait a minute. Is that why they call it White Snake?
I don't know.
Oh, dude, you know what? That's disgusting, Adam.
And you're wearing the shirt that says it.
You know what? You shut up. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to wear any shirt. Hold on. Joseph, you still rocking this? No. No, I'm not. I'm wearing a suit, brother, because I'm an old codger, and we don't do that. Chingao. Could you imagine me not wearing a suit live, Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah, could you imagine me sporting
Bandit? Like a
no,
fucking
dude,
like
that would no, dude. That's terrible. Gosh, man, you guys are sick. Boxing Lifer, welcome to the show, sir. You look like Prince's sister.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I actually, you know what? On we're not only doing Whitesnake, we're doing kind of an 80s like metal set also, and we're doing a song by Twisted Sister, actually. Nope. Yeah, we're not gonna take it.
We're not gonna take you.
Oh, fun fact, guys. Do you know where Dee Snider got that melody? Since we just, here's the hint, since we just celebrated Christmas. This is very fitting. No. Oh, come all ye, sing the melody to "Oh Come All Ye Faithful."
I don't know.
You. Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful and try.
Oh,
what song does that sound like?
Yeah, we're not gonna take. Yes,
and he admitted that that's where he got the melody.
Damn,
isn't that amazing?
That's cool.
Fun fact, guys. Fun fact. That's how much worthless trivial knowledge that will never amount to anything. That's how much I have in the medulla. Dude, I might as well be hosting the new American Top 40.
Sure,
Billboard ranks him. AT40 counts him down. And there it is. And next up is Spandau Ballet. Yeah. Oh, no, I'll do this one. We've got a letter. Dear Casey, my son is a big fat pussy. And now he's forced to fight on BLK Prime. So I've got a special dedication to my son. Kiss my ass, you homo.
Yeah. Dear Casey.
Here's a letter.
Cool.
Chingao, man. I tell you what. Dude, and this is what's wrong with boxing in the American market.
Yeah, too many trans. Wait, what?
No, dude, stop it. No, dude, you're going to get this show flagged again. Dude, I've already had one show with Adam Lopez flagged. Dude, and I feel the second coming on.
What?
No. Look, guys, stay on point. And then people ask, oh, why isn't boxing more popular in the American market? Well, here's why, guys. Because these guys are a bunch of prima donna bitches that don't want to fight for their realistic market value. And they're never in the ring.
Very true.
So what are we supposed to do? Oh, well, all the fights are going over to Saudi Arabia. Well, where's the American talent?
We're stuck here. We're in.
Yeah. They're pricing themselves out, acting like a bunch of prima donnas, and everyone is starting to not care.
Yeah. This is
like really. Everyone's starting to not care.
Yeah.
I honestly, I've gotten to that point. Look at Terrence Crawford. What's his story?
Yeah.
The same. Devin Haney, the same. Ryan Garcia, well, he's suspended. Teofimo Lopez, the same. Shakur Stevenson, prima donna bitch who's fighting in Saudi Arabia, the same. Tank Davis, the same. He's transitioning to a woman and he's going to be retired in a year.
My God.
You know, honestly, they might be exchanging numbers. Boxing Lifer, Blair Cobbs, and Tank Davis.
Like crazy you think okay.
Yeah, they're both. I wouldn't be surprised if they're both. In the immortal words of Emmanuel Stewart, a little light in the loafers. Chinga, what is this world coming to, guys? And people want me to be sympathetic for our beloved boxing in the American market. No, because that's what these fighters get. Sit on the bench. No one needs you. If you're not willing to fight for your realistic market value and take the challenges and take some calculated risks in the ring, no one cares anymore then. Okay? Sit your ass down and the sport will move on. There, I said it. Adam, any final comments before we move on to the next topic?
Nah, I think he said everything. Let's see what's the next topic going to be.
Well, perhaps, like I said, he's just trying to look like Cat Williams. I hope that's the case. I hope that's the case. Well, guys, moving on, our final topic of the day. Once again, David Morrell Jr. We're going to be talking to Ronnie Shields tomorrow, guys. And I'm genuinely getting excited for this fight. And guys, what makes this fight so special, Adam? Most of the time when you see two undefeated fighters, like fighters at their level, they are two of the most talented guys in that division, right? Two of the most talented fighters in the American market today. And most of the time, by the time you see them lock horns, they're past their prime because they want to try and make it the biggest, most profitable version of that fight. And like Mayweather, like put it this way, Canelo versus Triple G, they didn't fight until Triple G was a little past his prime. You never see two guys in their fighting primes taking each other on. Undefeated. Both guys can punch. They're in their fighting primes, respectively. This may prove to be the biggest fight and the best fight of the year. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, they could definitely be the best fight because they're both in their fighting primes right now. Both are at the right age and very similar in stats. It's going to be a good fight.
I can't see how this one disappoints. But the more I hear about, and once again, I'm going up to Houston on Thursday, and I'm going to see for myself, and I'm going to interview both Dave Morrell and do some narrating for PBC and a little documentary video that they're making for Dave Morrell. So I'm going to be working with the publicity team for this event. And honestly, from what I'm hearing from the guys in camp with him already, that they think truly that he is going to put an ass whooping on David Benavidez. And I know people in Benavidez's camp too. And they insist that, you know what, Benavidez might be suffering from wear and tear and abuse in his body between fights, ballooning up in weight, doing yayo, getting hammered. We all saw him under the influence of something on DAZN last year.
Yeah, I remember that.
So we say these are two fighters respectively in their primes, fighting primes. Or is it? Is David Benavidez, is he on the decline? And did we see his body starting to break down against Gvozdyk, the nail, last year?
I don't think he's on the decline. I just think it's his first fight at 175. So he's not gonna look spectacular. It's a big jump to go up that to 7 pounds up in weight and fight bigger guys when he's he's a natural 168. So I mean, it's not like he's doing bad, but he's not for the weight class. It's gonna take time for him to go up to, I guess, to build his body up to be 175.
Hold on real quick. Yeah, PJ punch. This sounds like slander. Well, it's only slander if it's not true.
Yeah,
Tell me something I said that wasn't.
that's why they fight the fights.
And there it is. And he also says, I got Benavidez 7-round knockout. Well, you know what? And once again, guys,
And we hope you're right.
The only intangible that we don't know about in this fight is how does David Morrell deal with adversity?
Yeah.
Have we ever seen that?
Yeah, we haven't. I don't even think we've seen David Benavidez handle adversity. Correct?
Yeah, but look, we've seen him get cracked good against several guys, and he takes a very good punch.
Well, I mean, Porky Medina knocked him down, right? Or no, it wasn't Porky Medina.
No, that was yeah. Well, look. I'm going to pose this question to you, and this is going to result in an article, Adam. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Loss, before I actually respond to that, who is he?
David.
Okay. Who is he? And don't just say David, because they're both named David, dude. Okay. So I'm going to ask this question, Adam. It's going to result in an article tomorrow on Boxing News 24.
Right.
Okay. So give me your candid response, and I'm going to shut up because I want to get all of it. Now think about this. Would it be better for the health of the sport in the American market if David Benavidez wins on February 1st?
Kind of, because I mean, he is the American, he is the Mexican American, and you get that fight that we all wanted. You get Canelo can't say, "Well, he's not worthy of fighting me." It's like, well, he just beat David Morrell, the next best guy, so he kind of is worth fighting you. And so, because that's the only thing that's stopping, like, that's the only thing really stopping everybody being like saying that David Benavidez is the guy, is he has to beat Canelo first. And the way that he looked at 75, he looked very vulnerable at 75, to where Canelo at 75 didn't look vulnerable at all. He carried that power up to 75, which is crazy for her to go to 54, 60, 68, and 75 and then still knock out light heavyweights. That's insane. And David Benavidez had a hard time at 75, so we don't know. But, I mean, I think it would be better for the American market if he did win. Let's be honest. I went on a sidetrack, but yeah, I think he would.
Okay, so you think it would be better for the health of the sport in the American market because he's a bigger commodity, he's a bigger attraction.
American.
He's an American guy.
Yes.
And let's just face it, how many Cuban ticket sellers have you ever seen in this country?
Never that one.
But if the Mexican fan base gets behind El Cubano, Dave Morrell Jr., as the enforcer, as their enforcer, their hitman, their sicario, could he actually build a Mexican fan base that way? Let's just face it. Manny Pacquiao, when it came to fighting a guy like Floyd Mayweather, he was the honorary Mexican, Manny Pacquiao. And then even though he was considered the Mexicutioner 5 years prior.
Yeah, I hated that. I hated that term.
Yeah, me too. But all the Mexicanos are rooting for him to beat Floyd's ass. And I think that's the same thing here. Even though he's the Mexican-American, Dave Benavidez.
Yeah.
I think most of the Mexicanos who root for Canelo are going to be rooting for Dave Morrell. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, 1,000%. You're right, but I think it only lasts for one fight. I don't think he grows a fan base from this one fight.
Well, I think a lot of it depends on how it plays out, Adam.
Yeah, I was going to say, even if he does knock him out, it's like, okay, thanks for doing that job for us, but guess what? You're still a Cuban. We still love Canelo. He's Mexican. You're a fucking Cuban, dude.
Well, look, let's just face it, guys. I don't think Canelo has any desire or intention of ever moving up to 175 and fighting again. Let's just be honest. Okay, let's be real.
You're right there, because if he moves to 75 again, everybody's going to say, okay, evil again. And he doesn't.
Yeah, and let's just be honest. There's a reason why this fight is taking place at 175. Like that terrible fan take we had last week, right? There's the reason why this fight is happening at 175 and not 68 is why, Adam.
Because he can't make the weight.
Both guys are huge for the division.
Yeah.
And both guys are natural 75-pounders. Okay? This is going to be like, look, Boxing Lifer has the beat. This fight's going to be a barn burner. And let's go back to Lewis. I said, who are you referring to? He wanted this fight? I don't think so, Joe.
Oh, Tony.
He said David Benavidez.
David B.
You know what? I will say this. And once again, I know guys from both camps. And the only reason why they didn't want this fight now is because they were hoping it would be bigger money attached to it. Because let's just face it, guys. This is the most difficult fight you could put together for both men at this time. Both guys are brimming with confidence. Both guys are undefeated. Both guys are knockout artists. And yeah, there's a lot at risk for both men.
Yes, very true.
And I'm going to tell you this, guys. If Benavidez gets past David Morrell, he's going to be a superstar. And you're looking at the future of boxing in the American market. And for that reason, Adam, I think it would be healthier for the sport in the American market if Benavidez won.
I think so too. Yeah.
And I'm working with Team David Morrell right now. And so once again, guys, business is business. I'm going to do everything I can to help try to pump up this fight, because let's just face it. Here's another article coming to you. Adam, this fight, I know it's still a month out, and we have a ton of work to do, and you're going to see a lot of videos, a lot of articles come out, and I'm so happy to be able to contribute and be a part of this team. But I will say this. Are any mainstream and casual fans even talking about this?
Nobody really, dude. I mean, right now is a bad, like I said, right now is a bad time for boxing, because I mean, like, no one's really like engaged at all. I don't know if it was just like the time or the season or what, but nobody's really engaged in a lot. It's
yeah.
I don't know if it was you that said it, but you were like, I think I said something. I was like, it doesn't sound a lot like, it doesn't feel like Christmas. And I think you said, I think it was you that said, it was like, what a lot of people are saying right now is that the election was so huge and so much energy was put into the election that everybody's kind of burnt out on everything. And so Christmas didn't even seem like Christmas. It wasn't, sports don't really seem like sports. The NFL season went by in a blur. It's already done.
Look, hold on.
And
Adam,
yeah,
the only reason why you're saying this,
yeah,
is because you secretly voted for Kamala Harris. And two, our beloved Dallas Cowboys tanked, and we weren't even interested in the NFL season after that.
We could have made the playoffs. We could have still made the playoffs if they
We didn't screw the pooch against the Bengals, the Eagles, and the Commanders, whatever the hell they are.
Yeah. The Redskins.
Yeah, the Redskins. And who was Dallas? The Foreskins this season, dude. We were terrible.
We gotta get
terrible.
We gotta get Arch Manning.
We'd better, dude. The Longhorns. Hey, our beloved Texas Longhorns are in the semifinals. How do you like that?
Ohio State.
Woo! Playing the Buckeyes, baby. Honestly, wouldn't that be amazing if we saw UT Longhorns versus Notre Dame in the final game?
Oh my God, that would be one for the ages.
Yeah, dude. That, like, honestly, that might be my Super Bowl this year if that happens.
I don't think we will get it. I think Ewers he folds. He doesn't do that so great, and Ohio State's been there, done that.
Guys, let's get back to boxing though. What do we have to do to get now? Once again, guys, so now do you see, guys, the error? Like, do you remember us telling you guys?
El Pinche about that.
What?
El Pinche is onto something. Let's talk about that after we finish this.
What is this, Joy Taylor?
Yeah, let's talk about that bitch.
Oh, who is that?
Oh, you didn't hear about Joy Taylor? The main reason why women shouldn't be in sports media anymore. She ruined it for a whole generation of women. She did.
Okay, please elaborate because I don't watch the news. I only listen to the source on high for my information. Go ahead, sir.
Joy Taylor, sister of Jason Taylor.
I don't even know who that is, brother.
You don't know defensive end Miami Dolphins, Jason Taylor?
No.
From the 2000s? He's a Hall of Famer. Anyway,
okay, if you say so, go on.
Sister of that. She had sex with Emmanuel Acho, her co-host, and also she had sex with an executive at Fox Sports 1. Had sex with Fox Sports 1, trying to advance her career. She had basically a go-between with which is a hairstylist for the network, a go-between, and she was like a go-between and also a confidant, and she has it in writing, her plan for her career, and she was basically saying like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have sex with this executive. As soon as I see that there's no more pull for me anymore, this guy can't do anything for me, I can't advance my career, I'm going to say he sexually assaulted me. And just like, it's in writing, her evil plan that she was doing. And it just shows like, okay.
Oh, dude.
Yes. It's so fucking bad, dude. And she's like, she has it in writing that she's just gonna accuse him of sexual assault and misconduct, and she's the one that like initiated it to advance her career. And that's why you cannot have women around your work. You cannot work with women. Like the great Patrice O'Neill said, having women around your work is like a bear working with salmon.
Oh
like
my gosh, dude. Patrice O'Neill, dude. I love that Elephant in the Room special.
Yes.
Dude, that is an all-time great comedy special, guys. God rest his soul. The late great Patrice O'Neill.
Yes.
But look, going back to, and once again, it disgusts me when I hear that because let's just face it, guys. Women need to find Jesus.
Yeah.
Like everyone in this country that hasn't surrendered their lives to Jesus, they need to find Jesus.
Yeah.
Seriously, look, I'll tell you right now. To a girl, I'd marry in a heartbeat over Joy Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Like Joy Taylor is the Jezebel, guys. That is truly the Jezebel spirit alive and well in this country. Okay,
His two
that's
cents.
it.
The Skip Bayless accusations are so the go between of Joy Taylor was the Jafara girl, or she's a fucking she has like an Indian last name. That's the go between that's a confidant and go between Joy Taylor and everybody else. She has the accusations that Skip Bayless, she was the hairstylist on Fox Sports One. She had he was the one that's accusing Skip Bayless of sexual harassment and telling her that he would have sex with her for $1.5 million.
You've got to be kidding.
Yeah, I don't believe that because I kind of think Skip Bayless is kind of gay. And then also, $1.5 million is too much to have sex with one person. Like,
Oh my gosh, dude.
Is worth $1.5 million.
Yeah, you know what, Tony? Welcome to the show, sir. Good to see you, my nephew. Happy New Year's to you, my friend. Good to see you. He said, Adam and Joe, in order for us to get boxing truly back to the fans, we need to push out these boxing whores such as Devin Haney from the sport. Or should I say that word like the late, great Charles Bronson? You are a whore.
No, I like
that one better, or do you like the whore?
I like the dice
right?
man. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, this is a nice restaurant. Oh.
Hey.
Guys, look, the only Joy Taylor that I want to what's her name again? Is her name Joy Taylor?
Yeah, Joy
Okay,
Taylor.
the only Joy Taylor that I want to know about is the lovely young actress Anya Taylor-Joy, right? Who is one of the best young actresses in theater and in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
And we're gonna take an intermission right now. And I haven't done this in a while, but there was a really, really good movie that came out in
Yes.
I want to say it was 2023. Was it? Was it 23?
Yes.
And it's called The Menu. Do you remember?
No, I do not remember that one.
Okay, I'm gonna play the trailer, dude. And it's with Ralph Fiennes playing the chef. And it is really, really good. And it was nominated for Best Picture, right?
Yeah,
so here we go, guys. I'm going to take a little break, minute intermission, and I'm going to play The Menu. Let me know what you think, guys. And I highly recommend this movie. 3.5 stars out of 4. And there it is. And there it is. Okay. You ready? Here it goes.
Oh.
Is that going to fit everyone?
Easily. 12 customers total.
How do they turn a profit?
$12.50 a head, that's how.
What are we eating, a Rolex?
It's one of his classics. You have to try the mouthfeel of the mignonette.
Please don't say mouthful.
Tonight will be madness.
Welcome. We'll endeavor to make your evening as pleasant as possible.
Welcome to Hawthorne.
Here we are family. We harvest, we ferment, we gel.
They gel.
We gel.
He's not just a chef, he's a storyteller. The game is trying to guess what the overarching theme of the entire meal is going to be. You won't know till the end.
Who are you?
I am Margot. Why do you care?
I have to know if you're with us or with them. This menu,
The pictures, they're of us.
this guest list. How do they get these? It's not good. This entire evening. Jesus Christ.
This is just theater. It's stagecraft.
We're leaving now. Has been painstakingly planned.
This is real, isn't it?
What the hell is going on?
We now offer you a 45-second head start. Okay, 45 seconds starts now. This is what you're paying for.
Get out of my way.
It's all part of the menu. It's okay.
No, we're gonna die tonight.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Outstanding movie, guys.
Was
So
it
if
like
you've never seen The Menu, then yes, guys, go check it out. It's outstanding. And yes, I've seen Gladiator 2, and I'm still trying to figure out why they made the sequel, because it's the exact same story as the first. They're just using different actors. It's almost the most expensive, and it's one of the most, according to the budget, it's one of the most expensive real sets that they've ever made for cinema.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to figure out why this sequel was made. Because it's the exact same story, guys. Look, if you want to know what happens in the second, and I'm not spoiling anything, go watch the first.
Yeah.
It's the exact same story, guys. Just input different actor here. That's it.
Bro, it's legit the same thing, and the camera angles are exactly the same, and like everything is literally the same. He goes to the training camp. He goes and fights. His buyer Denzel fucking sees him. He buys him. Like, oh, now they're gonna go to Rome. It's like same fucking thing. They give you the same camera angles, the same everything.
Dude, it's shocking how bad. Like it's a clone. There's no reason for it. Dude, you want to see it? Just look at the first movie. It's like, this is like the Diet Coke version of Gladiator.
Yeah, Gladiator 2 was literally the same thing. And it's just like, dude, you guys are like really coming, like you really run out of movie ideas.
Look, I'll say this, and we'll end this on movies, guys, because I do have to get going, and we're already approaching 90 minutes, okay? And my apologies, guys, because it feels like we're just getting started. But Anthony, he also says, Joe, would you say Anya Taylor-Joy is the closest thing to Marilyn Monroe in Hollywood today? No, I would give that distinction to the girl who was nominated for Best Actress when she portrayed Marilyn Monroe. And that is, she's from Spain, I want to say. Hold on, let me look it up real quick, because she is lovely, man. Did you ever see that last terrible Marilyn Monroe documentary?
I did not. I don't.
It's Ana de Armas. Ana de Armas. She is one of the most stunningly beautiful women in Hollywood today. Now, guys, she has the same exact face of Marilyn Monroe, but she's got dark hair. She's not a blonde, but she is lovely. But I will say this, one of the best portrayals of Michelle Williams in a very underrated movie was Michelle Williams. That was My Week with Marilyn, and it's based on a true story. Guys, if you want to see an underrated gem about Marilyn Monroe, check out Michelle Williams's portrayal. I guess it was made about 10 years ago. 2011, no, 14 years ago. And this is My Week with Marilyn with Michelle Williams. That is a great movie. Don't look at that piece of trash documentary or biopic on Marilyn Monroe with the stunning Ana de Armas.
Yeah.
Right? So stunning. Ooh.
Do you think?
Look. Go ahead.
Marilyn Monroe, the U.S. government had her killed because she knew too much about JFK?
Because well, look, I don't know, dude. She had so many problems, and she was hooked on pain meds. That's like saying, do you think someone killed Michael Jackson? I don't know. They were hooked on pain meds. Do you think someone killed Prince? I don't know. They were both hooked on pain meds.
Yeah, but there was like an enema used in that.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Poison enema used when they did an autopsy. So it's
Well, I don't know, but guys, check out, formulate your own opinion, and check out My Week with Marilyn, which is based on the diary of a young worker at the movie studio, when they were shooting the movie she made with Laurence Olivier, and it's outstanding. Pinche, yeah, you've got good taste, man. I'm also in love with Anya. Truly stunning beauty. Yeah, she is, man. El Pinche says, have you seen Nosferatu? No, but I will say this. I am really looking forward to watching it in the theater. because it's directed by one of my favorite modern directors, Robert Eggers. That guy is a modern master. Guys, if you've never heard of Robert Eggers, go look at The Witch. Go look at his previous movies. Lighthouse.
Oh, Lighthouse is fucking good. Lighthouse has that really good, like, the cinematography is like a 1930s.
It is outstanding. That's why I'm saying it's the same director. So I'm expecting great things from Nosferatu because Robert Eggers is a modern master. He is so good, guys. So look, go look at and go watch. From what I'm reading, now I haven't seen it yet, and I don't want to talk about it until I've seen it on in the big screen. But guys, if you want to see this movie and appreciate it for what it is, watch it in the theater. Movies like Nosferatu and Robert Eggers, a great storyteller, one of the few modern cinema masters today. And also, dude, this is a guy who is like, he's an unusual, and he supposedly, this is a fresh take on Nosferatu. So I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait, right? I can't wait to see it. And I hope I'm not disappointed like I am seeing most new movies. So there it is. There it is. Look, we have to run. Adam.
Yep.
Your parting shots for our listening audience. Thank you for spending 90 minutes with us, my friend.
I got nothing. Just happy to talk some movies. Happy to talk about Gervonta Davis transitioning. I'm fine.
No, I think he's just looking like Cat Williams. No, look, seriously. Dude, you haven't made your pick. Now, someone asked. I don't remember. Hold on. Was it oh, dude, The Northman. That was his last movie. That was outstanding. But it's a movie you can only see once because it is absolutely brutal. Chihuahua, man. It is brutal, but it's an amazing movie. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of Roger Eggers. I am. Huge fan of Robert Eggers. Huge fan. I've really enjoyed every single movie he's ever put out. So I'm really looking forward to Nosferatu. But wait, hold on. Someone just asked me, and I have to find this because this is important. Hold on. Well, look, I can't find it, but I'm gonna say. Hold on. Boxing Lifer. Once again, thank you for hanging with me and Adam. Says, watch the Canelo fanboys turn into Morel cheerleaders. Yep. I've already said that was the way it was, right?
Yeah.
That's look, they're so predictable though, Canelo fans. Like they're gonna root for Morel, and if Morel whoops that ass, they're gonna give Canelo credit for it. Oh, look what happened, and you guys wanted him to fight Canelo. That's what we're gonna hear. But hey, you know what? The more the merrier. If look, anything to make this fight does get the audience that it deserves. Because let's just face it, Adam, this may prove to be the best and biggest fight of the year.
Yeah.
When is the last time we've seen two guys in their prime, undefeated, and can bang like this? This could very well prove to be the light heavyweight version of Ray Leonard versus Tommy Hearns. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong at all.
And there it is. But guys, we really enjoyed spending time with you guys. We always do. Do you want to pick up where we left off tomorrow, maybe after Ronnie's show is completed?
Yeah, we could probably do that.
All right, Adam, I tell you what, thank you, man. It is always a joy, man, to visit with you, brother. And we always love your comedic take. Who is our extended family member who is responsible for bringing up the Cat Williams haircutted Tank Davis story?
I don't know. I think it was
because that wasn't even on the syllabus tonight.
It's Sam.
Was it Jesus?
I'm trying to go through the I'm trying to go through the comments.
And last comment, Jesus. Thank you, brother. That was fun because I forgot totally about that. And I'm like, dude, in the immortal words of Emmanuel Stewart, yeah, he looks a little light in the loafers with that haircut.
Yeah. I'm also happy someone brought up Joy Taylor because I listened to a whole thing about it, and I was disgusted. And I was like,
yeah, well, guys, I highly recommended. Go watch 2 movies I highly recommend. 2011's My Week with Marilyn. Outstanding performance by Michelle Williams. She was nominated for Best Actress Oscar for that. And go check out The Menu with the only Anya Taylor-Joy that actually matters. Yes, sir. I said it. Dude, look. Floozies like Joy Taylor.
yeah, that's
Succubus, self-serving floozies.
yes.
Yeah, dude, they're nothing but trash who need to find Christ.
Yeah.
Look,
Yes.
go with a nice girl like Anya Taylor-Joy instead. I'll talk about her all day long and her great work on both the silver screen and TV. Right? There.
Yep.
That's a real woman, not this succubus that wants to be a star.
Okay.
That is someone who has sold her soul, man. She needs to find Jesus.
For sure.
And that's it. That's it, guys. On behalf of the incomparable Adam Mantequilla Lopez, I'm Joseph Heron.
Good night,
You've been
guys.
listening to War Week Boxing. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central for Real Boxing with Ronnie Shields. Otherwise, have a great evening, everybody.
Affordable Dentures proudly presents Adam Mantequilla Lopez.